Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I'm student environmentalist and student meteorologist Lindsey Parmette, and welcome to the first show of the new year. We have a live look over Doak Campbell Stadium, and as you can see, it's the theme throughout the day. It's been very cloudy. So as I said before, it's partly cloudy, about 59 degrees outside, with slight winds coming from the southeast at about 9 miles per hour. Nothing really to worry about there. So if we look at our satellite and radar, we're going to see that there is some rain moving in, as well as the remnants of a snowstorm moving up into the northeast. So Mom, if you're watching, be on the lookout for that. Tonight, it's going to be chillier, about 47 degrees with a few showers. If you're going out to walk your dog, just make sure that you bring an umbrella and a rain jacket. Tomorrow, it's about 59 degrees with clearing skies and winds at about 5 miles per hour. And we're back and better than ever. We're going to see that there are warming trends throughout the week. And it's winter weather, but not here. FSU weather starts now.
What's going on, everyone? Here is a live look at Doak Campbell Stadium. Very cloudy now as the sun is setting, and really it's been looking like this all day. It's been a very dreary day here in Tallahassee. Currently we're at 59 degrees. It says partly cloudy, but you can see mostly cloudy skies right now, and those winds coming in from the southeast at 9 miles per hour. And as we check out the satellite and radar, you can see right now there's rain all around, basically everywhere except for Tallahassee. We do have that cloud coverage, but no rain at all. We did have some drizzles earlier in the day, but nothing really heavy here in Tallahassee. As we zoom out, you can see rain falling all throughout South Carolina and North Carolina. So most of the southeast seeing some rainfall, but nothing too heavy, except just south of Raleigh here, seeing a little bit of heavier rainfall. For our temperatures for the region, Tallahassee's at 59 degrees. As we move northward to Thomasville, a little bit cooler at 55, and then Bainbridge at 54 degrees. There still seems some showers roll through there right now. And as we move southwards towards the coastline, the moderating effects of the ocean keep things a little bit warmer. Apalachicola is at 63 degrees. And our dew points all throughout the region, fairly high just because we have so much moisture in the air. That's what's helping fuel that rainfall. So you're expecting those dew points to be pretty close to the actual temperatures whenever you have rain rolling through like that. And one of the reasons for all this moisture is this southerly flow through the Big Bend region is bringing in some moisture off the ocean surface into the atmosphere. That's what's going to bring up your dew points. As we move through the next 24 hours, you're going to see rain's going to clear out of the Big Bend region. We're going to keep things cloudy early for Tuesday, but as we go throughout the evening, you're going to see those clouds start to dissipate all throughout the region. And this graphic right here just kind of reiterates that. 9 a.m. going to be 49 degrees and cloudy. We're going to see things warm up as we go throughout the day, and the sun starts to poke out there. By 3 p.m., going to get up to 58 degrees. So for the week ahead, let's take a look. Wednesday and Thursday, you're going to see those temperatures stay pretty close to Tuesday at 58 degrees and 61 degrees. And Friday, you're going to see those rain chances start to roll back through, 40% chance on Friday, and the temperature is going to go back up at 66 degrees. But that rain comes from a cold front, so you're going to see those temperatures start to go back down on Saturday and Sunday, 56 degrees and 55 degrees for those highs. Actually going to see some frost on Sunday as well. And then Monday, going to keep things cool as well at 56 degrees. And you take a look at those lows. Luckily, we're not going to get below freezing any of those days. Going to be in the mid to upper 30s, maybe even the mid 40s for some of those lows. Now we're going to pass things off to Chandler with the Southeast for his first show.
You're right, yes. So I'm student meteorologist Chandler Pruitt. Take a look at the Southeast. Now currently we can see 41 degrees in Little Rock. Down in New Orleans it's 44 degrees. And then we get over into Florida, it's 59 degrees in Tallahassee, of course. But then down in Miami we got 74 degrees. We look at those dew points. We got basically pretty dry conditions for most of the Southeast. We got 32 degrees for Jackson. But once we get into Florida and a little bit of southern Georgia, we got those warmer dew points, or higher dew points, excuse me. Now, going into the winds. We got some winds coming out of the north and west that can show whenever we have a cold front push through. Currently, Tallahassee is still waiting for that cold front. Now, here's the cold front kind of in the backside with this rain. The rain's finally sweeping through, will be over here shortly. But we got rain over in Georgia and in South Carolina and my neck of the woods in Charlotte as well. And then we go into the upper level water vapor. We got some dry air in the upper atmosphere behind that cold front. But ahead of that cold front, we got a little bit more warmer air. Going through the next 48 hours, we basically will see clear skies for most of the southeast, some moisture in the Gulf, but nothing important. Tonight's lows, you have 25 degrees in Little Rock, 26 in Shreveport. We'll get over to Atlanta, and we are at 37 degrees. And then we got 68 degrees in Key West. But basically, this shows you the overall, like, we got cold air here from behind the cold front, excuse me. But then we basically don't have any, basically we don't have any cold air reaching Florida until later on today, or later on tonight and into tomorrow. Now, we can also talk about the fact that in Jacksonville, or Jackson, Mississippi, and Shreveport and areas like that, they actually got some snow recently. That's, of course, with that very powerful cold front that brought freezing cold air down into the southeast. Now I'll pass it off to Robert at the desk.
Hello, so right now we have the education desk. We're going to talk about basically a major winter storm that we're looking at coming into, or actually that came into the Texas area and actually went through a little bit of Louisiana and into Arkansas and Mississippi also. So it was a low pressure system that tracked through sort of North Texas, going through Central Texas, and it dropped quite a bit of snow, even some that I would say is a little bit uncharacteristic for that region. Waco set an actually daily all-time high of 4.4 inches and even 9 inches just a little west of Waco. Unfortunately, in Dallas-Fort Worth, my home area, did not really see a lot of snow. There was only about 1 inch of snow, or a little less than 1 inch, even though it didn't break that 2,000-day streak. Also, we saw 8 inches in Hobbs in areas of New Mexico, 7.2 in Lubbock, and 3.5 in Vicksburg, Mississippi. Also, with temperatures well below freezing, it is important to note, however, that a lot of areas where there's snowfall and snowpack may actually see black ice in the region. So it is important to remember that as we're going into the daily hours, the midnight hours, and as we're going into tomorrow, because it could cause hazardous driving in areas. Even though a lot of the advisories have been canceled, and there are a lot of that snow has melted, particularly in areas like North Texas and going into Mississippi and Louisiana. There is still hazardous driving conditions, particularly where that ice is able to refreeze as temperatures are significantly well below freezing into the night. This winter storm actually prompted quite a few warnings and watches as we were seeing over the time. It was looking like it was a little on the harder to forecast side, but the forecast really did verify there, and we saw quite a big winter storm with these areas, and as I said, was pretty record-breaking. Also, as we're looking into the night tonight, another specific thing that we're looking at is the potential for some freezing fog going into areas, particularly like Central Texas, as we're going into Waco, areas like as we're going into even North Texas, areas where there is some snowpack left, could present freezing fog. And as I said earlier, as we're talking about black ice, could be a danger to the roadways. And one main reason why black ice is so dangerous is it isn't actually black, but it's very transparent. So as you're driving on the road, this ice, you just can't see it. So you just drive and you start to slip and your car could crash. So that's why it's important to sort of take heed, take some advice here. And as you're driving on the roadways, particularly into tonight, it's really important to watch and just sort of slow down if you think there's a trouble spot, particularly on bridges. Those signs always say, watch for ice on bridges. You know, you always think they're just there. There's not really anything important, particularly if you're in Texas. But turns out sometimes they can be, particularly when there is snowpack, snow melt, and even some rain that could refreeze in tonight, as I was saying, freezing fog. Now, this is characteristic for the region to see some winter weather as we're going into January. This is climatologically the coldest part of the time for the central southern plains and into the deep south as we're going into Louisiana and Mississippi. However, This storm had perfect ingredients to make it a really strong and powerful storm, as that low pressure just sort of tracked over Texas and into Louisiana and Mississippi. It had a lot of moisture from the Gulf Coast and a lot of cold air it was pulling down from the north. So it was able to create this sort of perfect storm of conditions. And it was able to dump, as I was saying, even 9 inches close to Waco. So this is quite a major winter storm, and as I'm hoping from Dallas-Fort Worth we'll see some more, but make sure you stay safe and heat on the roadways tonight, as there are some potential areas that you see freezing fog or even ice on the roadways. So make sure you keep watching and make sure to stay safe. Now I'm passing it off to Lindsey at the wall.
Thank you so much, Robert. So welcome back. This is my first in-person segment of Environmental Issues with Lindsey, and I'm so thrilled to be here, guys. So the 2020 climate crisis was expensive this year. In 2020, the U.S. experienced about 22 climate disasters, and these climate disasters cost about $1 billion plus each, and the government spent about $95 billion on climate crises this year. So now I'm gonna pull up a graphic that shows all of the climate crises in the United States, and we're gonna look at 2 specific climate crises, starting on the West Coast with California. There was a huge forest fire in California in El Dorado. A couple were using fireworks for a gender reveal. However, the fireworks started a chain reaction, and because of the heat from the increased temperature and climate change, it caused the fires to perpetuate and burn throughout the East Coast in Oregon, California, and Washington. This year, there were 7 tropical cyclones, and because it's a La Nina year, that made storms very favorable, and because of the increase in greenhouse gases and the warming of waters because of climate change, it made more thermal energy, bringing favorable conditions to these environmental issues. That's all I have for now. I'm going to throw it over to David, who's going to give us a look at the national.
Yes, thank you, Lindsey. We're going to take a look at the temperatures around the country. It is absolutely cold because it is winter time. You see up here in the northwest, Seattle 47. They're actually almost close to the temperature down here in New Orleans. New Orleans is actually colder than Seattle right now, 44 degrees in New Orleans. And up here in Billings, Montana, 45. See the temperature is almost the same here as in New Orleans. And actually tonight, I believe that Tallahassee will be colder than Billings, Montana tonight. We'll have to get down to 35 degrees here in Tallahassee. And Billings might not make it down that far. You see the cold air up here near the Great Lakes, and there's some lake effect snow, which I'll show you on the radar shortly, up there in upstate New York. And the warm spot is over here in California, San Francisco, and Los Angeles, and of course, always favorite spot down here in Miami. As far as the dew points go, they're on the low side. It's expected with high pressure control in this cool Arctic air that's over the United States. Those dew points are lower, and the temperatures with that do actually get lower, and the only humidity you're really going to find is down here with dew point 62 in Miami, and here in Tallahassee at 55 currently, and the radar showing these showers over the southeast and a little bit of snow here across the Tennessee Valley in parts of Kentucky and northern Tennessee. Nothing heavy, just some light snow, maybe 1-inch accumulations in some spots, maybe 1 to 3 in the upper elevations of the Appalachians. Down here in Florida, it's pretty much clear, but clear from rain, but not from clouds. It is cloudy over the state of Florida and out west. The middle section of the state is actually, middle part of the country is actually pretty clear right now, and cool temperatures. And up here in the northwest, we have a storm system moving in there to Washington and Oregon, bringing some cloud cover and showers, and have some actually high winds up here in the Montana area. There's high wind warnings, and there's some winter advisories up here in the mountains of the parts of the Rocky Mountains in Utah and Oregon. And if we look down here in the on the Gulf Coast, there's some small craft advisories for winds and some shower activity that is down here. And we have some flood advisories also along the Carolina coast there, where they're getting some rain right now. When we look at the radar for the northeast, here's what lake effect snow I was talking about earlier, coming off the lake here, and some snow showers. It's really cold up here, but nothing heavy, but just some light accumulation, and then we had a shower activity over the Carolinas and over the midsection it is clear. And as we go to temperatures for tonight, cold and just a lot of winter weather, cold up near the Great Lakes, and the only warm spot is Florida. Here in Tallahassee, we're not going to be warm. It's going to be actually 37 degrees. And we look at tomorrow's highs forecast, making it to the mid-50s in northern parts of Florida and upper 70s in South Florida. And we've still got those cool temperatures. It's winter time, and I expect temperatures in the mid-30s up around the Great Lakes and out west in the Rockies and near Denver, 53 degrees, and California, anywhere from the upper 50s to the low 60s. We'll hand things off now to Chandler, who's going to take a look at the local forecast.
Conditions, we see that it's all cloudy as usual. The last week has been very cloudy, as Lindsey talked about at the beginning of the show. Now we look at current temperatures. It is 59 degrees. That's not bad. It's pretty good, seasonal. Partly cloudy, that's a little bit of a lie. It's more overcast. Winds are coming out of the south-southeast at 9 miles per hour. Now we look at that cold front, the rain. It's sweeping through Tallahassee, and it's about to be done. But we'll talk about those clouds here in a second. They're not going away. Winds are coming out of the north and west for most of the area. Or, well, not most of the area, actually only one area. Most of the area is actually coming out of the south. Donaldsonville, though, is the exception, and the reason for that is because they got that cold front finally sweeping through. Now we look at the current temperatures. We got 59 degrees in Tallahassee, 54 in Bainbridge, 63 in Apalachicola. I'm glad I said that right. Now let's talk about those dew points. Dew points still very much so higher than they probably should be. But we see that it's going to be a little bit drier as that cold front finally sweeps through. We got 53 degrees in Bainbridge, 55 in Tallahassee, Apalachicola, of course, the exception at 62 degrees. Now, the futurecast. We got that rain sweeps through by the morning time tomorrow, so we will see basically no wet weather tomorrow. However, we'll still see those clouds in the sky, unfortunately. Now, what we can look forward to tomorrow, is 49 degrees in the morning, and then the clouds finally clear up and we get up into the 50s. For the week ahead, we'll have temperatures hovering around the 60-degree mark, and then it'll rise a little bit more as we get to Friday with those rain chances, and then we'll cool back down. Now I'll hand things off to Robert for a look at something, lifestyle.
Thank you for that, Chandler. You can see a beautiful look at our FSU weather stem. You can see our favorite stadium out here at Doak Campbell Stadium. Always a good sight to see. And even a cloudy night like this, really great to see. Right now, we've actually got a day approaching. I mean, I don't know what to do. Well, actually, we got an airport delays right now. You can see Tallahassee International Airport is clear. There's no delays expected, 59 degrees, and you see that there is cloudiness here, but we've got no delays expected, no major delays, no minor delays, only a little bit of rain here, and you can see that pretty much no airport traffic is expected to be delayed here at Tallahassee, unlike, as you can see, in North and Central Texas, where there actually are a few delays in Dallas-Fort Worth and in Austin and Houston. Right now, here we go. Our graphics are working now. Apologies for that. We've got a day approaching here, and I'm not exactly sure what to do. We've got a forecast. I could run tech. I could do time cues. I could do this segment. I'm not exactly sure. I guess I'm going to do the forecast. We'll see if I can get something out of this. Awesome. Okay, cool. We've got 49 degrees at 9 a.m. It's going to be cloudy tomorrow, and you can see it's going to be a nice time for you to walk your dog because 49 is a lot better than it was a few days ago when it was in the 20s. So make sure to take care of this time. There's going to be no rain, even though a few clouds. 1 p.m. it's going to be 53 degrees and sunny, clearing. And as we go into 4 p.m. the afternoon, it's going to be a very, very nice 58 degrees and clearing. It's going to be maybe a few clouds around, but nothing to spoil your day. Nice day out in the Landis Green or here in the Tallahassee area. Just make sure to enjoy your lunch. And those are our airport delays. You can see our hoops forecast. We've got a great basketball team this season, and make sure to cheer them on when you go to versus NC State on the 13th, 64 degrees at 6:30 p.m. It's going to be nice, maybe a few clouds in the sky, but an absolutely awesome day to go out and cheer our awesome basketball team here at Florida State. Dog walk forecast. You can see 7 a.m. cloudy, 47 degrees. It's just going to be a pretty nice day for tomorrow. And you can see it's pretty similar as we go here at 49 degrees at 9 a.m. and 51 degrees at 11 a.m. and cloudy. So pretty nice day to walk your dog. And as we go into stargazing, pretty good conditions as we have an 87.7% full waning gibbous here. And as we go into the weekend planner, it is going to be Saturday, 55 degrees, 35. You can see 58 degrees on Sunday, 39 as our low. And as Monday, you can see a high of 59, and we've got a few clouds. So as you can see here, I'm going to pass it off to Tyler.
Thank you, Robert. We're going to take a look all around Florida now. Here's our So, move on to our next graphic here. So, satellite and radar showing a lot of rain moving through the outer parts of the Big Bend region, but mostly cloudy. Here in South Florida, you can see cloud coverage, a little bit of rain south of Fort Myers there. And Fort Miami's forecast specifically going to be in the upper 70s until we get to the lower 70s on Thursday, with rain chances being starting to pick up as we go throughout the day. Moving on to Tampa, going to be in the mid 60s. Rain chances pretty low all throughout the week. Wednesday, you might see some showers there. In Orlando, you're going to see temperatures dip down as we go throughout the week. Rain chances are going to stay low, though. Satellite and radar not showing any rain really whatsoever. A little bit north of Palm Bay, you saw there. Some cloud coverage for the region. As we move northward, not much rain to speak of as well. Just some light cloud coverage for Jacksonville. And as we go through Jacksonville forecast, going to be in the lower 60s for them. Not much rain chances at all there in Jacksonville. So I think it's going to be pretty clear and dry, but cold in Jacksonville. And there's Pensacola, going to be in the lower 50s. Going to see those temperatures pick up as we go through Thursday. Rain chances, once again, going to stay pretty low. Although right now you're seeing some rain move through the west of Panama City and north of them as well. Here's tonight's forecast. Temperature is going to be colder in the northern part of Florida. And then for tomorrow's forecast, those are your high temperatures, with the hot spot being Miami, of course, at 78. Now we're going to pass things off to David with our final local forecast.
Thank you, Tyler. Yes, we're going to take a look at Tallahassee forecast one more time. And here's a live look at the Campbell Stadium. Gloomy skies outside and cool temperatures. It's a great evening to sit down and watch a movie or maybe read a book this evening, because it is not really a great time to go outside, except when you have to walk your dog, because you don't want to go in the bathroom in the house, obviously. Currently, the temperature is 59 degrees in the partly cloudy skies, with a wind out of the south-southeast at 9 miles per hour. And you see the showers moving up to the north through parts of eastern Alabama through Georgia. Mostly light to moderate showers here in the Panhandle. Do have a line of showers moving from the west, southwest towards Tallahassee. It looks like a lot of this is not hitting the ground. So we expect just cloudy skies tonight and not really any rain around the area. Currently, the temperature is 59 in Tallahassee and Bainbridge, 54 degrees, and a nice little balmy 63 down in Apalachicola. And the dew points are comfortable in the mid-50s, with exception of the low 62 dew point down in Apalachicola. And the winds are out of the south-southeast in some places, except for Dawsonville. It looks like it's out in the north at 10 miles per hour. But these showers there you saw on the radar are moving to the north and out of the area. And will just remain cloudy for the next 24 hours. Eventually, those clouds will move out. Probably Wednesday we'll have a little bit of sun until our next system comes through Friday. Tomorrow's forecast, 9 a.m., you expect cloudy skies, 49 degrees. At 12 p.m., 54 degrees and clearing, and then 58 degrees 3 p.m. And we're going to look at the week ahead, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Look, the sun comes back out on Thursday with temperatures of 61 degrees. Our next system comes through Friday during the day, and then our temperatures at night will be back down into the 30s. So I'm going to hand things now off to Tyler for the closing desk.
pretty cold lately, much too cold for my taste at least. Being from Central Florida, I'm used to the very warm and sunny weather, and things don't usually get all that cold for us in Central Florida. So this past week has been very cloudy and dreary here in Tallahassee, and of course cold. So I'm not used to it, but it looks like things are going to get better. We're going to start to see those skies clear up as we go throughout tomorrow afternoon, and going to see things warm up at least until that cold front comes through on Friday, bringing that 40% chance of rain. And as we go throughout the weekend, you're going to see those temperatures drop once again, and even have a chance for some frost over the weekend as well. So we're right in the thick of things for winter here in Tallahassee. Really going to see this kind of weather happen a lot throughout January and February. Of course, we're still going to have some warm spells as well, but really, even in Tallahassee, you do get a winter here, believe it or not, even though we're in Florida, very close to Georgia, so we still get that winter weather sometimes. Snow, not likely, although once every couple decades or so, you might see something happen here in Tallahassee. So there is hope to come. Once we get to March, things will get warmer, of course, but I guess try to enjoy the winter weather while we have it here in Tallahassee. So as we go throughout the rest of the week, we're just going to keep bringing you the weather here at FSU Weather, and we're glad to be back here in 2021. We all got through 2020. Hopefully everyone stayed safe and healthy. But be sure to follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/FSU Weather, and to like us on Facebook as well, facebook.com/FSU Weather. You also watch live on YouTube Monday through Friday starting at 6 p.m. And also follow us on Instagram at FSU Weather as well. Send in any of those cool weather pictures that you have to our Instagram page. We always love to see pictures from everyone else. And very excited to bring the weather here for Tallahassee and beyond all throughout 2021. So that's all we have for you guys on the show tonight. Thank you for tuning in to our show. I'm meteorologist Tyler Sherrod. Hope you guys have a great night.